even though there was love in the team that I was in, I don't think it was the right team for me. They didn't grasp where I was trying to go, and too many people had too many other things they wanted to achieve. So it's just we're not a unit. You need to be a unit. You need to be symbiotic. You know what I'm saying? You need to come together and you move as one.
I'm Rippz, and this is the RE-VERS show, a show that brings you artists, DJs, comedians, songwriters. So if you're one of those, please get in contact at the RE-VERS show at gmail.com. This is episode 2 of season 1, and today I'm joined by none other than someone that I thought from the first moment I heard her spit a lyric, I promise you it went off. And from that day, I thought, yeah, see this girl here? She's gonna go far. She's gonna do bits. So let's put our hands together for none other than the only Tantrum artist. Hey. How you doing?
I'm good.
How you doing,
I'm
babe?
good.
How you doing? You all right?
Yeah? Yeah.
Good to hear.
Thanks for having me as well.
Oh, thanks for coming.
Yeah.
I appreciate you.
Nah, no problem. I got to support the cause.
Yeah, man, I appreciate you. Obviously, it's been in the works. Obviously, I did speak to you about it before.
Yeah.
And it was something that I was planning on doing. I did give you a time, and then you said, yeah, oh, cool. We'll do this right, and we'll get this done.
Yes,
and I appreciate you for turning up.
No problem at all, man.
So obviously, I know who you are. I know who Tantrum is. Tantrum, the artist, sorry.
Yes.
Please explain to the people who you are.
I'm a rapper from the UK. Originally born in Jamaica, but came here, did the grime scene, and slowly realized that I loved hip hop, and I've been there ever since. So I've just been in that bag. And yeah, that's what I do. I don't want to overdo it. I reckon I'm more of an artist because you'll have a lot of individuals that can rap, but they don't know how to mold a package.
Okay.
So I reckon I kind of compact minds when I'm in the bag.
Okay.
Yeah.
You say you was born in Jamaica. So when did you come to the UK?
Long time now. To give that away is giving away not age and that.
You don't have to say.
But yeah, a long time ago, I came very young. I came at 11.
Okay.
And it was a different culture. Everything was different, you know what I mean? But I really did love the old school scene of the grime scene coming from East and just seeing all these MCs doing their thing. And back in those days, you know, we had public spaces for the music. So it was just a vibe. So I just said, yeah, I'm going to write. I actually didn't write at first. I was doing covers at first when I was in Jamaica. I used to do covers in Jamaica. Yeah, I used to perform at street parties, beach parties, doing Biggie.
Under the name Tantrum, yeah? Or
nah.
Another artist? A completely different...
just under my nickname.
What was that nickname? I said too
much. Katie still.
Katie?
Yeah.
That's a sweet name.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, real sweet.
Blessings, yeah. And I used to just perform then, and then I came over here, and I think Eminem was fire at that time. And then I did that cover over here. And then from there, I just started writing.
Okay.
Because back in the day, you could get the instrumentals with the single.
Oh, on the actual single, yeah. They don't do that no more.
They don't do that no more.
No, not anymore.
And then after I peppered the cover, I said, I could actually write something and write my own stuff. And then I just started from there, really.
Okay. But you say you came to London, obviously, from Jamaica. Not going to say what year, whatever. Where was you predominantly based?
I am an East girl for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, if anything, I push a little bit into what they call Essex. So maybe the Ilford sides. But I'm East, man. I've lived everywhere in East. And I love East. I've been every corner of London, and East is the home. I feel comfortable here. I feel safe here. Even in spaces I've not been. But I've been to every corner and I feel safe there because I'm good. You know what I mean? I'm a blessed person. So I don't really have ups like that unless it's a hating thing. And, you know, I'll crash out. You know?
Yeah.
That's
I know a person.
Yeah. so yeah. Yeah, I've been in East London all this time. So Stratford, the Forest Gates, that's deep in the East. Like the Manor Parks. That's my sides.
Is that where your love of grime came from then?
Yeah, you know how.
Well, that's why I had to ask, because
Yeah.
grime is really an East-based thing.
Yeah.
You wouldn't really find it. Obviously, other areas do it.
Yeah.
But it's predominantly in the east side of London.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? That's why I had to ask you, where was you?
For sure.
Yeah,
I know you travel every corner of East, so Canning Town was popping with it as well. Them sides was very musically orientated at the time. So I was everywhere. Like, I was on the scene, well, for a while, and then recently, obviously, took a break. But yeah.
You took a break from music?
Yeah.
Why?
There's various factors, and I feel like people that know me and couple fans are taking it personal at the moment. But I feel like when you go on a music journey, it's personal to you, and it has to soothe the soul. And most people that do music, it's a passion before it becomes a dream for success.
Oh, yeah.
And if it's not sitting in the soul, then sometimes you might have to just step back and see how you feel. Go away, go travel the world. You know what I mean? There's a whole world out there.
So would you say you lost the love a little bit for music? Is that what you're saying? Or?
I still love music, and I think the dream changed. I think the dreams changed because when you come from the hood, at first you're thinking, how am I going to get me and my family out? And then that's your ultimate happiness. And then you start thinking about, do I want this thing that I'm chasing, even though I'm good at it, if it brings you pain or dishonesty? Because people like to mask music as some wonderful place to be. It's definitely the belly of the beast.
It's not what you know, it's who you know.
Exactly. And I keep trying to say that, but people, they're not listening to me. It's who you know. It's not about your talent. It's who you know, because we've seen it in the ranks where people come through and they ain't the greatest writer, but it's who they know. And good for them, because they've been able to sort their lives out in certain ways that they never dreamed they could. So I think I stepped back because I just wanted time to feed my soul. My soul comes first before anything. Any materialistic thing, my soul has to be happy. If we're not if we're disconnected, we're not aligned, I'm not feeling that. So I had to step back. And I've been good for it. I feel good. Do you know what I mean? I feel good. And I'm still thinking about coming back just for people that really believe in it. But now I don't want the dream. I don't want the fame. I don't want to be that famous person. I just want to give people quality music that they can play, and it just revitalizes their energy in however form it manifests. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then I started thinking about the message, because, Tantrum's chitty bang. And then my soul's matured now, and it's like it's grown a conscience, and it's conscientiously aware of what the energy I'm putting out. So we have that battle at the moment, the soul and myself, like the brain. Because the brain is the creative side. It will just create the bars, no problem. But I have to be okay with the bars. You know what I'm saying?
Did you find that you were more conscious of your bars as you grew, or?
Yeah. The older you get, innit? You think about that. And I think I just started thinking about it. And I want to give back with the talent as well. Like, I'm not saying I don't get people going with the bars, etc., but I want to really give back to mankind as a whole, not just one aspect of life. And I don't diss that aspect of life. A lot of people say, oh, they're talking about gangs and bitches and can I say it? Sorry.
Yeah.
Come cool.
It's 18, don't worry,
okay, yeah. You know what I mean? They're talking about gangs, bitches, and hoes and blah, and they kind of knock it, but it's deep in the culture. So they will talk about it. Most people experience that. And it doesn't assign to color. Back in the day, it was more assigned to blacks. But everybody is seeing what the struggles is like. So everybody experiences, and a man or a woman will speak from that experience. And a lot of people knock it. But I don't knock it. I just feel like I've leveled up in a good way.
As in music ways or life? In life. So you're seeing things from other points. Obviously.
Yeah.
If you know in yourself that it's not working out for yourself, you've seen that it wasn't there, you've taken the journey to see another step, and obviously he's made that it was a good decision that you did make.
Yeah.
You've obviously done full circle. So obviously, are you in a good place now, would you say, to come back to do music?
Yeah, anytime I can. But now stepping out has created different aspirations and different dreams. And I've locked into that plan. So it's all about when I decide to come back. I want to make sure that plan comes into fruition for my soul. And then I'll come back and give the people what they want.
Are you in the studio or have you?
I can jump in the studio anytime.
So you've got the songs ready, just not.
Yeah, the songs are ready, but I'm feeling like I got like 2-3 albums sitting there. And I feel like it's just unfair for them because they're not understanding why I've stepped back. So I just feel like even I'm being discovered now while I'm quiet. I've been quiet for like, I think almost 2 years now. People hate me. I'm like, oh, wait, I just found you on Spotify. It's crazy.
see? But if you had the other songs there to stay, you never know who you may have. Like they say, it only takes one song time.
Exactly.
I'm not saying, obviously, for me as well, I can obviously take that burden on myself because I could say that to myself and I can eat my words. However, I know that I can hear talent from you when I hear you do your thing.
Yeah.
So it's not a thing where I say, "Oh, just do your music," and I make you do your music and you're trash.
Yeah.
You're not trash.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So in that sense, I would love to hear some new music from you.
Yeah. It's coming.
Yeah,
especially for Spotify.
Yeah.
It's needed. Yeah, yeah. And you know, when I was in the music, everything's important. Your team is very important.
Yes.
And I felt like even though there was love in the team that I was in, I don't think it was the right team for me. They didn't grasp where I was trying to go, and too many people had too many other things they wanted to achieve. So it's just, we're not a unit. You need to be a unit. You need to be symbiotic. You know what I'm saying? You need to come together and you move as one. And I feel like where I was before, even though it was the best I've reached, it wasn't right. And so now when I come back, it will be on my own terms and it will be how it works best for me and how it's going to work for the people that consume the music. You know what I mean? It's for them. It's for them. I don't care about the fame. You know, my brother said to me yesterday, because he was onto my skin yesterday, he came to see me and he said, so what are you going to do if one song blows up? I said, that song's on its own. Because I ain't going to get that peer pressure to be coming out my house or like leaving my family and blah, blah, blah. If I feel to come out, I'm going to come out. I'm not a slave to this. This is by choice. And I feel like when you get too deep in the game, it demands of you and everything else you lack thereof. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And as a mum and just various things, you have to have a balance that keeps you aligned. So yeah, so when I come back, it's just for them. I'll slap it on Spotify. If they run it up, they run it up. I'm a person of gratitude, so they'll hear about it. I'll do the thank yous and give the speeches if it occurs. But I felt like that was an interesting question for him to just drop on me because he was trying to be defiant about the situation. But I'm just not like these artists. And that was an epiphany as well. When I took the break, I realized that I'm not like these people. I'm not gonna pop pussy on camera for the thing. Why? When I could just spit bars.
Yeah, but that's where the music was going, especially for the female side. For the
female side of things, you know, and it's just like, you can have that one.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
It's like the ones that were willing to break that barrier were the ones that were able to bust through.
Yeah, and it's a form of, it's like musical prostitution. Like it
is.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, and you have to think about that. Like, your talent should be able to do it for you. How many artists and rappers that nobody had to strip down? Look at the greats, like the Bob Marleys, the Prince. You know what I'm saying? Michael Jackson. We didn't see no nuts hanging, and they're some of the greatest in the world.
It's more to the female side of things. But if you listen to the music of today, in my eyes and my opinion, and it is my opinion, I feel like the music of today is gentrifying the kids in regards to making the females more open to do things.
Sexual, and the
promiscuous.
promiscuous.
And the media is turning the guys into feminines.
That's right.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? I'm not.
There's an agenda.
Yeah, and
There's
that's
an
what
agenda.
it looks like.
Yeah,
That's what
it
looks
is.
like.
Because because me, I'm on social media, but you'd never think I'm on social media. But when I go on social media, it's like I study, man, I go through the comments and just watch them attacking each other. And I'm thinking, this it's like it's at a peak at the moment because I never, I'm not saying I never came across a rude dude that seemed to have a thing for the females where he's trying to shut down the female. But I feel like right now, every age from probably as young as they go, could be like 12 to maybe 60. They're defiant. They're just fighting women, and some of them I don't even think they understand why they're so angry and upset at the woman.
Programmed for the
Yeah,
music.
yeah, and women are the same as well. There's no like me. I don't diss your thing. If you're a freak, do your freak thing. Yeah, do that. Yeah, but you gotta have you know what I'm saying?
Balance.
Yeah, have a little respect about how you're going about it because these platforms we're on is exposed to so many kids. You just kind of you do your thing, just hold it down. You know what I'm saying? It's calm. It's calm.
So
But yeah, this is where we're at, man. This is I don't know where it's gonna take us as well.
But this is what I'm trying to say because there's always going to be another level and another elevation in regards to the industry. So when you are looking to come back, it might not be what you're looking to do. The whole industry might have changed completely. So that's where you're going to need to see, is that something that I really want to do again at that time? You know what I mean?
But the good thing about the people that I'm putting this, because I'm not putting it out for the masses. The masses will have to seek me. I think everybody goes through the phases. You go through this trash music phase, and then you go through, I want to hear something more conscious that is giving me a message that I can dwell on.
Age.
You know, you know what I'm saying?
Age,
yeah.
I promise you.
So, and then you have like, you have the hip hop lot that just miss real bars. And that's who I'm putting it out for. It's a long time. We ain't heard real bars. Real bars were coming out from the 80s. We ain't heard none of that. And I feel like even the ones in our time that do real bars, like the J. Cole's, even Kendrick Lamar. I'm not really a fan of Kendrick, but Kendrick Lamar says real stuff, rooted stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like there is always a spot in hip hop for that. And my core fans know me for that. That's the thing. These, you know what I'm saying? These metaphors and messing with the syllables and manipulating the English language. So they'll appreciate it more. So that's who I'm doing it for. I'm not really doing it for these mindless people that don't really get it. The radio says it's hot, so it's hot.
Yeah.
You know? So I there's no fear factor for me. Like I said, I put it out and I know they're going to turn it up. There's bangers. And that's what I'm saying. The evolution shows in the catalogue that's just sitting there.
I think you just showed me a couple of years back a few tracks that you did, and I was saying to you, why haven't you put this out? Why haven't you put that out? Obviously, I don't want to say the names of who was on the tracks.
Yeah.
But I know I heard a few tracks that I thought that should have been out at the time.
Yeah.
So are you putting them on the album or?
Yeah, I'm putting many things out. So at first I was going to do like a double-sided album, but I'm just going to separate them, put them out because they're two different sections of music. Anyway, different genres.
Okay.
And there's just real hip-hop, so I'm just going to put them. I just feel like they need something because when I look at the Spotify, I only really did put out the mixtape. I think like a little EP thing on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I haven't really given them much and they're hungry, you know what I'm saying? They want more. So I feel like the respect between me and my fans is I will give you more. And then I'm going to give them like this new side of Tantrum. And I know they're going to be like, what's going on? But they're going to love them as well. You know what I'm saying?
I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it.
Yeah.
I'm ready for it.
Yeah.
So.
And my thing's controversial now. And that's another thing. You have to be careful of the message you push. My thing's really controversial now where the people that really run our industry will start looking. So I need to be in a comfortable place where I feel confident that my loved ones are safe. Because when you do certain things, it's not just about you. So I have to make sure. Because I'm gonna push once them other conscious music start coming out, it's a whole revolution. You're either one of us or you're one of them.
It's been like that subconsciously for a long time
Yeah,
anyway.
yeah. But now it's like I'm writing it in the message. And so they're not gonna like that, but I wanna feed it to all these people that listen to me. Because I noticed that the people that listen to me is a place that I've been before. And when you get caged into like when it's all when it's your environment and it's all and no one is there to just click that question for you or have you thinking deep, then sometimes you die in it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know big 50-year-old man moving mad. 50-year-old woman
Yeah.
moving mad.
You know what? You know what that is though. I realize because they haven't really grown up in their head. They're still like 25, 30.
Yeah.
I've
It's
deeped
crazy.
I've deeped it.
And for us to rise as a people, and when I say people, it's not us. I mean all of us. You need the message to be coming from more than just one conscious person. You know what I'm saying? You need it. You need to join that army and make it available. And that kind of message gets shut down all the time. But the good thing is now I'm not attached to it where I'm the slave to what I create. Rather, I'm the master. I just want to be the master of what I'm doing. So whatever I put out, I confidently put out, even if he only gets one stream, I'm not bothered. But that message is there for the right person. It's been sent. It's written in the stars for who's out there to hear it, to change them.
Not manipulated to hear it.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Not forcing anything right now. It's wonderful, man. I feel good. And you know,
you sound it.
Yeah, the
you
good.
sound happy. You sound happy. You sound happy.
Yeah. And the good life is it's crazy though. The good life be out here getting you fat and that, man.
But you sound happy.
Yes,
you
man.
look happy.
Thank you.
So I know the music's gonna make everyone else happy.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And that's what the main thing is. Obviously, it comes from the music. It comes from you. And like, have you noticed a lot of R&B songs?
Yeah.
They blow up because they talk about heartbreak.
Yes.
For the album.
Yeah.
That album is really coming from a real heartbreak.
Exactly.
Hence why you can feel it.
Exactly.
So when you're happy in a happy place and you do put out music, people can feel that.
Yes.
They can feel that energy.
And that's the energy I want to push. I feel like Tantrum that they know is at a lower frequency, a lower vibration. And the Tantrum now is trying to raise the consciousness level on a certain type of flex. Because we're tired now, man. Big man thing. The world is tired. The man just dictates to us. Wagwan. I don't think so. It's all our world. This is our home until we die. And we ain't gonna live it how someone dictates. We're gonna live it in peace, how we want, how is right. Righteous people. It's a flex. I'm ready, man.
You're ready. You sound it. I'm ready to hear what this music's gonna sound like. So obviously, I'm not gonna put no pressure on you to give us a date, but hopefully, when you do, you can come back in and give us another interview and update us on what's actually happening going forward. You know what I mean?
Definitely. And shout out the producers out there. I need some producers. I need a different sound because certain things I've set in stone, but didn't work out how I wanted it. And now I just need a beat for the bars that's already there. That's one of the struggles as well. Not rushing it. It's not like producers ain't sending me beats.
It's finding the right producer that suits you.
Yeah. And then I can change over certain things and just make a difference, man, hopefully.
You will.
Yeah.
You will, man.
Bless you.
No, you will, man. Well, especially your immediate circle, you definitely make a difference there. Yeah. And like I said, if you've got the right people around you and they're promoting the way you are promoting your music, there's no way the right people can't hear the music. You just have to have the right foundation and, like you said, the right team around you.
Yeah, believing in that. Yeah. And it's not about the money. Yeah.
This is why I found that I had to do things myself. Because I know it's not always about doing it by yourself, because it would be, but a lot of the time people want to see you in a certain place before they want to come and help you.
And already that's the wrong energy. Already that's the wrong energy. And that's what we need to learn from. There's many times, like people like us, we don't wait, we lead. And it's better you get somebody that you didn't know knee high that saw you going through that. It's better you get a stranger that comes through and just appreciate the efforts you've made and understands the efforts that you've made.
And gone through.
Do you know what I mean? And
100%.
That will work more genuinely because that person is here to feed the idea. There's no
Not take.
there's no ulterior motive to it. You know what I mean? They're just genuinely happy to help you achieve what you want to achieve. So keep going. No, I don't think you should pick up anyone that wants to jump on.
No. You shouldn't.
Yeah.
In life, I'm saying that in life though. In general, I'm not saying anything that I'm doing recently. I'm saying in life.
Yeah,
It's
I am.
happened.
Yeah,
I've seen
but it all interlinks, isn't it?
Yeah, is what it is.
Yeah.
But let's go back into happy days now.
Yes.
Obviously, when you started the music, were you in any crews that you could think of?
Yes.
So what was your most memorable moment and what crew was that in?
I was in More Fire Boundary.
More Fire Boundary.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, is that one crew or just two different?
They put two crews together there. There's More Fire, which is the 3.
Yeah.
And I was tight with like Nico and them.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I was part of Boundary, which is Fuming and them lot.
Okay.
Yeah. And then we had like a combination.
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
Yeah. And that was a great crew, man. I did love the team. And I still have the team. It's still on my Instagram and stuff. And that's like family for life. And I liked working in Newham Generals because word started spreading that I was gonna be in that crew.
Okay.
That's like DW and Footsie.
Yeah.
And I did quite a few tunes, but it didn't manifest into perhaps what they needed.
So what they wanted.
Yeah. And I was like young anyway, so I'm giving up bars for days. I don't really mind. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It wasn't like a business thing, blah blah blah. But that was good as well. It was a good experience. Like when I went to Limehouse with them, that was really good as well. I think they had a studio in Limehouse. I think it was. Yeah, I was young then, man. But that whole wave was happening at the same time. So I was in More Fire Boundary, and then my original crew is Boundary. And before that, I was in unnamed crews that didn't make it anywhere, like Tug of War. I still love them, man. Yeah, I still love them.
I heard about them as well.
Yeah, did you?
Old school. Oh my God, you've been around, man.
Yeah, I love them, man.
Tantrum.
I love them, man. So, and when we was, I don't know if you know about that little complex place. It's like it had cars stashed, and there was a radio. I think it was Rinse FM or one of them was in that lot. It's just past Barking. Is it Thamesmead?
I don't know.
I think it's Thamesmead sides, and I got some good memories from there. A lot of the old school throwbacks that you see from Skepta and them lot is from that studio.
Oh, yeah?
But my main memory is one day coming out and someone had done a shit in the yard.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I never forgot that. I was just like, who the
Names?
fuck? No, it wasn't from my crew.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough.
But they shot in the yard and I think someone stepped in it. I was like,
God.
Yeah.
He needs some milk.
Needs to forget about all
Don't
that.
even bring the milk because it's going to turn into diarrhea.
Yeah, literally. You say you've taken a break from music. What is it that you're doing now?
Sorting out the other half of my life, I would say. I was going to say retirement plan, but it sounds crazy. But yeah.
That sounds crazy. Where the hell did that come from? You are young.
I know. Yeah, but who do you think I'm working till I'm 60 something?
No. I understand that.
That's for them, man. I'm coming out fresh, young, vibrant, outside.
So have you got the plans?
Yeah, the plans and everything is on the way at the minute. And I'm probably gonna relocate. I'm gonna travel the world a bit. So before I leave, I need to make sure that the music situation occurs. But yeah, I'm gonna start a business overseas.
What sort of food or
what? You know what it is? I don't want to speak on it.
Okay, until it's done. Exactly.
But I have had proposals for the food thing because you know what it's like with the food. I could just cook up a storm. But at the same time, it weighs on your physical, like, you know what I'm saying? The back might ache or the feet might ache. It depends on depending on how much you're making. Like when I did carnival, you know what I'm saying? I was 1,000 pieces of chicken. And that's how the people don't understand the life of a chef. The life of a chef, it's not, can't play with the life of
1,000 pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's mad.
Yeah.
And that's not something that you feel that you can do every day.
Every day. And I feel like if I put the recipe, give the recipe to someone else, they're not shaking the seasoning with the ancestors. They're doing measuring cups of this, and I don't think it's gonna taste how
So you don't do measurements. You just go in there and throw everything in there.
The ancestors say yeah.
Stop.
Yeah.
I hate you.
Exactly. And
I hate
every
you.
quantity is different depending on how much of what you might be seasoning and stuff. So, but yeah, I got a plan and I'm working towards it at the minute. I'm saving. I'm quite corporate at the minute. That's what's crazy about it. So
Corporate, as in your own business, or you work for a corporate?
yeah, I work for the government.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You don't have to elaborate if you don't
Yeah.
want to.
Okay. Yeah. And I'm just gonna work, save for my own thing, and leave there and do my own thing. I don't really want to work for anyone, if I'm honest. If you can save up money and you can work for yourself, create a business, and you have an idea, I encourage you, I implore you to do so.
Yes,
You'll be much more happier listening to someone moan at you after you've given your all, and then whoever comes in, the favorite colleague or whatever, and they don't even see the efforts you're putting in and the sacrifices you're making. So I would encourage any individual in the world to do what they want to do in life. And you got to pursue it as well. Don't be doing the 9 to 5 and then when you get your own business, you're doing 3 hours a day. Your shift turns into like 15 hours a day.
She's not wrong.
Yeah, until it's comfortable. Yeah, because it's for you. It's not for anyone else.
Not wrong. And I second that. But saying that, what will be the biggest challenge that you feel that you faced in your life? It could be around music. It could be anything.
I don't know. When you're outside and you're a grafter, every challenge you welcome, even when you don't want it, and you've had your little emotional moment. When you're like a grafter, that just snaps out, and then the plan snaps in, and you're on your way. So I don't feel like I've had a challenge. Most people say, "Oh, when I became a mom and I was young," but no, I think that's the best thing that ever happened to me. It changed me from going down a very dark path. And I tell that baby she ain't even a baby anymore, but I tell that child every day that you was meant to happen. I needed you, or I would have been in a very dark place. So I don't feel like I have a challenge. I feel like now it's about achieving other stuff that I've unlocked. I don't have a challenge. Maybe being a better person. It's very hard to be a good person when your patience is like, yeah, that Jamaican patience, it don't play, man. It's fed up quick. And I'm trying to be more understanding. So maybe that. Yeah.
So that's the biggest challenge.
Hey!
It comes out, you can't hold it.
And then after I'm done, I feel sorry as well. I'm just like, you could have gone a little bit. And then afterwards, it's like, well, it's going to help them.
Well, you say that.
Yeah, to myself.
To make yourself feel better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's going to help them. Listen to her. Oh my God. She spazzed that and she said they're going to be crying.
Yeah, because I don't do things in spite or maliciously or in like negative intent. Yeah. Anything I'm doing, it actually benefits the person. It just don't come out my mouth
the way it's meant to.
Yeah, like a soft blow. I be giving them. Yeah. You see how Chris Eubanks Jr. was.
Yeah, he said that. That was a good fight.
You see how he was.
Yeah.
Man was tired, but he was still tucking him in this. Yeah, that's me.
Let's keep going. Let's stay digging. Oh my God. I don't know arguments, please. But But to be honest, a lot of people in life actually need tough love like that.
Yeah, they do.
Yes, because there are a lot of soft people in this world that are taking everything because they feel
but this is where this mental health rise is coming from. They've been babied all their lives.
Is there mental health though?
Yeah, there's mental health, but some people abuse the term. But I feel like that's where it comes from. When a man snaps and he just kills himself. or a chick might go off the rails and she's just dashing it out, and then she's on hard food before you know it. Yeah, man, it's
And
them.
man that you said that, because that there just hit not a personal nerve to me personally, but you made me think of someone that actually did do that. They went off the rails, started seeing this man, that man, that man. Next thing you know it, she's on hard food.
Yes, man. So listen,
Yeah.
outside is not for the weak.
It's not for the weak. It's not for beginners at all. It's not for beginners.
It's not. And that's why I give gratitude. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people I grew up with, they're not okay. And I've been through so much things in my life, and
You come
the
back and
creator
it's
got
like-
me here. You know what I'm saying? The universe is sending the frequencies that's required. And, you know, I just have to big it up, big up the creation, big up the creator. They're here. Even sometimes when I wish they would do more quicker. When it's your time will come. There's 8 billion of us. Everybody has to have their turn. So you got to just think about that when you want it to happen now. Even I'm still in that current situation. I just want it to happen now. But it's when it's your time. And you must always be grateful going towards it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
But you know what it is? A lot of the time, we think of something and we think, why don't we have it now? A lot of the time, when you see people in positions that you want to be in, it didn't just happen overnight.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the thing.
It didn't.
Yeah.
You got to graft and put yourself in a position where, doors can open for you to get there. But if you're not going to start somewhere, you're not going to get there.
Yeah, that's
that
right.
makes sense.
That's right. Yeah, a lot of people don't understand that you need to go and meet God halfway. You need to go
No,
and
you
meet
have
him.
to start.
Yeah.
God has to see you want it.
Yeah.
And see in that direction before he will then push you through that and give you that kick through the door that you need. You know what I mean? But if you're just gonna sit on your ass all day at home, wanting things to come to you, it's not gonna come.
Yeah, that's right.
It's not gonna come. So
I agree.
I take it you are a religious person then.
I'm not religious because I don't deal with religious scriptures, but I do believe there is a creator. I don't even like calling the ultimate being God. It just seems a bit. I think I prefer Yahweh.
That's the original. The actual name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I believe there's a creator. I didn't make myself.
Exactly.
So and a lot of people it's like they've manipulated them into thinking that they are gods, and we are to a certain extent because we're an extension of the creator. But trust me, all them flowers you go outside and see, them rivers that's running, them beaches that is just picturesque, and the air that you're breathing and animals that you're seeing, settle down, fam. The real done is somewhere out there. Yeah.
Somewhere.
Yeah.
Well, let's go back to the music side of things. In regards to your, I wouldn't say your idols.
Yeah.
Who did you look up to growing up when you was doing music?
I would say that it was Junior Mafia, and for sure Little Kim. As
Little
a
Kim,
female,
yeah.
I could reside.
I can see Little Kim.
Yeah.
I can see.
Yeah, and even Foxy Brown, but my top rap
can see it.
female artist is Little Kim. And tell you again, the industry don't love you. Look how they took down Little Kim.
It's because she wasn't complying though.
Yeah, look how they took her down. But she is my female GOAT. And hip hop wise, I don't really have a GOAT in hip hop. But if it's gonna be someone, it will be Styles P. Yeah. But my GOAT male GOAT is it in the
I thought you told me someone back in the day that I was trying to remember, but I think it was someone that you liked. It wasn't someone that you thought was the best.
like the
that's what I
like
think about.
lyrically.
Yeah.
Probably Juice Santana. Innit?
No, it was from Wolfenstone.
A rapper.
Yeah. That's why my brain did that. I was thinking, what was his name? But yeah, I can't. Maybe after I'll think about it. But yeah,
It might have been on a different conversation, but nah, I don't physically like no rapper that came out of Wolfenstone.
Fair enough.
Nah, yeah.
Fair enough.
I don't like no rapper now, if I'm honest. Yeah, but music wise, for me, it's Bob Marley, and Michael Jackson.
And you know what? My last guest last week said
Yeah.
the same thing.
Yeah, because you can't play with their music. You ever wake up in the morning and put on their reggae?
My dad every morning. My dad thought he was Jamaican. My dad's Nigerian.
It's for it's for all of us.
As a child, obviously, I didn't know much
the
about
difference.
culture.
Yeah,
You know
the
what I mean?
difference. But it's for everyone, man. And when you listen to them Monday, they just happiness is just buzzing. Love that. I respect that. I really respect that so much. And it also makes me look at me as well. But yeah, I don't really have like artists out here that I'm saying it's D Block. The Tantrum that everyone knows right now, I would say that's D Block. That the core is D Block and a bit of Dipset when it comes to the beats I enjoy.
Beats that you enjoy, but when you said Little Kim, I could see
Yeah, man.
that in you as well. When you know what I mean, like the way you move, you see the way you perform.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen her perform, when she does, obviously send out any invitations to come and see her perform. I would advise to go and see. Energy is unreal. Yeah, energy is unreal. But that's where I can see Little Kim in you when you say that. Obviously, she was a part of that.
Yeah.
But obviously, you said other artists, so I want to ask you this question now. Top 3 artists, dead or alive, any genre.
Crazy work.
Who is your top 3? I know who the 2 are.
Yeah.
But this is where you're gonna have to think to say yeah.
So obviously it's Bob Marley, Michael Jackson, and then here we have Styles P and Little Kim fighting for third.
Exactly.
But I'm gonna give it to Styles P.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why would you give it to Styles P?
Because we're wordsmiths. Little Kim had the the ag and she also had the delivery.
Stage presence.
Yes, yeah, but when it comes to Styles P, I swear this man's like almost 60 and he's still cleaning up the whole fucking industry when he comes out. He's got bare stuff out that
Hey.
And there's plenty like Jadakiss is smooth. He's a smooth lyricist that is just undeniable. You can't play with him. Did you see the verses?
The verses on the
verses Dipset versus
I haven't seen that.
You haven't seen?
I haven't even seen it.
He bullies.
Oh yeah. Is it something I need to watch?
You need to watch it.
I say
but
say no more.
But yeah, so my top 3 would be them lot there. Yeah.
Okay.
Which unfortunately is all male. I'm not really I give it where it's due regardless of gender. You know, in this day and age, you must stick with your gender. Now I'm sticking with merits and who the talent is assigned to. So she kind of misses out 4th, but top dog, Little Kim, top dog. Nobody can't even breathe hard on her name. Get fucking backhand.
So out of all 3 of them, who would be the ultimate feature for you?
All of them, man, because they're all stages of me. Okay, they're all stages of me, but
you gotta pick one.
If we're saying for the current me now, I'm taking Bob Marley. Yeah, I'm taking Bob Marley.
After that's why.
Huh?
You want to hold the meds with him after.
Do you know what I'm saying? And there's some meds going on when you're doing the session. You know what I'm saying? I know a couple Rasta man and them man there. It's a different energy when you're in there. But Michael Jackson's good, but I didn't choose Michael because of he's more on sometimes he can be on the smooth side. Whereas when you're in that Rastafari thing, it's organic. It's like the mango blooming on the tree. It ripens, juicy, you eat. You know what I'm saying? It's just organic, you know what I'm saying? Whereas with Michael, you're making a masterpiece in itself, but only musically, not life as well, if that makes any sense. It's very strange. It's very strange. It's hard to articulate it properly, but I know what I'm saying in it.
So, other than music,
yeah,
what other hobbies do you have? What do you enjoy doing?
I like traveling a lot now.
Oh, you've been to many countries, or?
No, I just started getting out there because before I could travel, but I was worried, and then I didn't have no one to go with, and now I do have someone special that I can go with. So
okay,
I can travel now.
Yeah, you can get about and obviously create memories. I get it.
Yeah,
Instead of by yourself.
Yeah, and learn the world. And by yourself is good as well.
Yeah, but not all the time.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need to have that support system. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Obviously, it's good to be by yourself. Don't get me wrong. I love being by myself. I'm a guy. We need our space.
Yeah.
However, to have a support system as well is also good for the mental.
Yeah, it is as well. Yeah. So I think right now my thing is traveling, learning different cultures, and just seeing the world. That's my thing right now. And I love it.
What advice then would you give to your younger self?
Don't be afraid.
Just go get it.
Just take risk.
Mm.
Save and cut out the bullshit. If everybody in the gang is on it, it's likely that it's not going to benefit you 5 or 3 years down the line. It's going to benefit you for that moment. And once that moment passes, that's it. So when everybody's on it, it's likely you need to leave that alone and have a purpose. Because once you fulfill that purpose, it creates many more purposes. If you're just living through life, like, what's the next motive? What's the next hangout? You're going to feel empty and you're going to realize you wasted those years. You don't really want to waste years on this journey. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, hey. That being said, would you say you have a fear factor? Do you have a fear? What would you say your biggest fear in life is?
My biggest fear is not finding peace. That's what I want, peace.
So you say you haven't found that yet?
I'm working towards it. I know what it is. I'm just working towards it at the minute. Yeah.
Is there something hindering you from getting there? Or is it something that is in your control to deal with to make sure that you get there?
A bit of both.
Okay.
Because what's gonna get me my peace, or sounds mad. Sound like I'm gonna get a double shotty or something. But what's gonna get me peace in this life is it requires a bit of finance, and it requires determination and discipline. And I've got the determination and the discipline, and I got the finance coming in, to be fair. Let me not try and be too humble pie. And now it's just a matter of time. When the time's right, when I've achieved what I need in that aspect, then I can go get what I need.
Okay.
They say money don't make you happy, but indeed it does. It all depends on how you use it.
The only people that say that are the people that haven't got any money.
Well, you'd think that it's because the people that have money, when they were acquiring it, they didn't do it in the right way. They did it living for others rather than themselves.
I do get it. My brain just went. I do get it though. Yeah, I went round full circle, but 100%. I promise you, I get it. I promise you, I get it. But yeah, I do understand.
They were acquiring money to show off a certain lifestyle to get validation from others.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Rather than getting that money, knowing that this is where my peace will lie if I set this up.
Yeah. But those are people that are not used to money.
That's how you said poor people, they're usually used to money. You know what I'm saying?
So when they get it, it's just goes straight away.
And then they complain that, oh, this man's using me, or this girl's using me. And
you know what? That happens a lot though.
It does.
But it's the same thing as, like, you can say yes to the same person. You say one no to that person.
Yeah. But they always say that. They always say they forgot all the good you do the first time you say no. Yeah. Or you can't help.
And that's what made me realize that I might not be human, because I don't act like that.
Yeah. But we're leaders. Leaders don't act like that. They understand because they've been that person. How many times you've been that person? How many times? You understand it. It's only those that don't go and create something for themselves, and they have to depend and rely on others, that take things personally. And there's many that the percentage, I don't even think we can quantify. But you see it a lot on...
Quantify.
What? What's your problem?
Listen, the words are coming out now. See, yeah, we're getting deep now.
The real nephew.
Quantify, you know. Okay.
But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying.
You see, this is why I didn't want to drink. Because, you know, I'm sober, I'm just more like... But here we are.
Tantrum. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
Definitely not in the UK.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm overseas.
Doing what? The business?
Business owner, yeah. Got a land going, farming, um, sitting on the beach, relaxing. I have female babies, if I'm honest.
Okay.
And that's me. That's why I said it's kind of retirement. I'm not trying to work for anyone. I work for myself. I have income that comes in while I'm sleeping, but the right way. Not trying to take major risk. I just need my family to be comfortable. So that's where I am in 5 years, by God's grace. And there's many phases to it. I'm even gonna go back and re-educate just to get certain tools that I need that are universal. And yeah, and when I say educate myself, I don't mean I have to go university, but something that aligns to where I need to get to that is relevant to the path I'm on. To these corporate people, you go play the game before you play out. You don't have to play the game forever, You can play, and say, all right, see you. You know what I'm saying? And you need to know how to do that
You have to know how to stop,
smartly, yeah. So that's basically what I'm doing right now. And then I'm good. I'll still check my peoples. My peoples will see me. And I'll encourage my peoples to rest. There's too many people that's work that I've seen. Our elders have worked to nothing. They can't even walk. There's a limp going on. There's this issue going on. There's this. I don't want my gang and peoples to be like that forever. I want them to relax and enjoy what the creator gave us. I tell you, a man goes through this life, he doesn't even get to enjoy what the creator is right in front of us,
They're too focused on the wrong things, though, a lot of the time.
And that's why they say everybody can't go. Because it's not everybody that clicks into that realm, that dimension of thought. Yeah.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
And that's why when a brother comes and they're vibrating on the same level, you show them love. You show them understanding, even when you don't too quite understand sometimes, because that person needs a space to express. I learned so much, man. So grateful, man.
Well, grateful for you.
Yeah, man. And I'm grateful for RE-VERS for having me on as well. You know what I'm saying? Man like Rippz and that. Coming a long way. And you've always supported me. And I just want to say love for that as well. Always. Even through our differences. I know that supporting my music never changed. You know, it's just a personal thing. We might just have a little difference. And it happens. And we overcome. We might rest it, let it sit, and just what are you saying? You know what I'm saying? And no, but that's how it should be.
Friends should be.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
it should be natural. Yeah. So I appreciate you and I appreciate everything. All my friends, everybody teaches me something different. You know what I mean?
Well, if you can't learn from your friends, they're not the right friends to have around.
That's right. Yeah, man, we'll go on spot. Like that.
Tantrum. Let's get into a little game.
Yeah.
This game is called Dinner or Takeaway.
All right.
Yeah. Then. So I'm gonna scream out or say to you a few artist names. So you're gonna say who you would like to go out on a dinner with and have a meaningful conversation, or you just a quick takeaway and buy.
All right.
Basically, yeah. So we're going with the first one: 50 Cent versus Game.
50 Cent, dinner. Game takeaway.
Scraps Nines.
Scraps all dice.
Say for dinner. Yeah.
Dinner, sir. Dinner.
Dinner. Takeaway.
I love what Nines has done, but takeaway.
Say Drake, Kendrick Lamar.
It's gonna be Drake for me for longevity, so it's dinner for Drake.
Yeah.
And for Kendrick, it's takeaway, just because I feel like he has too much resentment.
Resentment for who?
Resentment about the music. It can eat you alive, and I feel like it's eating him a bit. From the clash that's occurred recently, I feel like Kendrick has a lot of deep-seated pain.
Issues.
Yeah.
Possibly. Maybe because like energy's been holding him back.
Yeah. And it's manifested into some rage, you know? It's Red Hulk. It's Red Hulk. Yeah.
K-Trap.
K-Trap for dinner only because I've had a situation with K-Coke.
Bad situation, it seems like?
Kind of.
Fair enough.
Yeah, and it wasn't off the back of him personally. It was just, again, the people you have around you whispering in your ears. And I felt like that was not very nice to do to a female. So
fair enough.
Yeah.
Nicki Minaj, Cardi B.
Yeah, I'm going to take Nicki, even though, she can't touch Kim and that. I'll go to dinner with Nicki and I'll take away with Cardi B.
Central C, H.
takeaway for both.
Not even one.
Not even
Not even
one.
one. Why not?
None of them guys there is nah.
So you can't take from any of them.
Maybe H for dinner then.
H skimmed it, mate.
Definitely.
I tried. Burna Boy, Wizkid.
They're both my favorites,
Yeah,
but it's
that's what you
Burna
got.
Boy.
Yeah.
It's Burna Boy. There's no discussion about it for dinner. Yeah, and then takeaway with Wiz. Even though really, I would if I could have double dinner, I'd have one with Wiz as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I put both of them together. because-
Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah.
You're moving mad,
You
man.
got it, man. They're the giants.
Yeah.
You got it. D-double-E, Kano.
I know both of them actually, so that would be interesting. But I think I would go with Kano. Because I know DW, man. I've had many of conversations.
No, you're just saying that because you feel that you could take more from Kano than D-double-E. You're just trying to be nice.
Man's telling you suck your mother on some opera thing. Did you see that?
No, I did not.
You need to see that.
D-double or Kano?
Kano!
No, I haven't seen that.
He did like some BBC
What, recent?
British thing where he was saying, I can't remember. I'll send it to you. And I hope you can clip it in. And he's basically telling everybody, suck your mum or something. I'm going to send you that. I'm going to find it.
I'll
I think
put it
it's
in.
suck it.
I'll put it in.
Suck your mum, yeah, I said it, suck your mum.
Suck your mother and die.
Definitely.
Yeah. So
man.
I'll probably go with Kano,
Little Kim, Foxy Brown.
Little Kim all day.
Jay-Z, Kanye West.
Kanye West.
Yeah, for dinner.
Yeah, for dinner.
Nas, Snoop Dogg.
Nas for dinner. Snoop Dogg for takeaway.
Shansia, Spice.
Neither really. Lady Saw. You don't know about Lady Saw, innit?
Nah.
Lady Saw for dinner and them lot for takeaway.
Say,
but-
she brought in someone else. You see that?
But-
They weren't even on the list. So let me do a little remix quickly. I'm going to have to look at Lady Saw after this.
Yes, but they're all babies of her. They're
Oh.
all the copies of her.
What's her song?
Under the sycamore tree,
Yeah.
a boy want
Yeah.
me bow. I
She got another song as well. Another out there song. I forgot the name of it. I know what you're talking about though. I know what you're talking about. I think she actually brought her out on the Red Bull Clash thing, no?
What you
Was
say?
that
Cut a box shop, but them things are explicit.
Yes.
But Lady Saw, yeah.
Say Lady Saw wins it.
But if I would go for Spice if I had to just only choose between them two.
Okay.
I'm not a Shensia fan.
Fair enough.
Shensia is talking about taking people's man. I'm a big
yeah.
person
But
about
she-
marriage and loyalty and all
I
of
hear
that. And you don't want to be like second baggage ladies. You like everybody's trying to promote this side chick business. You don't want that. I was gonna say someone that's a famous side chick, but don't let it delude you. But yeah.
But it's true though.
Yeah.
Sending the wrong message. Shensia.
Yeah, and
You're sexy
devaluing
though,
the
but
women.
you're sending the wrong
yeah.
message.
Yeah. Hit and run. Then
Yeah,
suddenly
yeah.
she's gonna have a ring like Beyonce. If you like it, then you should have bitch, she's got a ring on it anyways. But now you're telling the young girls that ain't married all these stuff.
But that goes back to
Do you know
what
what
we
I'm
spoke about before.
Mm.
They're using the music to program the young.
Yes.
We said that.
Yes.
WAP.
What's the wappy.
Yeah. All over our radio. All over. All
I mean,
over.
I know about the WAP, but I don't know about how they're doing it on the radio though.
No, but they're singing it on the radio.
Exactly.
So this is what I'm trying to say. Like, they're
Exactly. And they made a
letting-
movie
and
with
Gushy, they
what
changed it to mad thing. It's not the same thing.
What's the woman there? They made a movie with Jennifer Lopez about drugging men being, I think, prostitutes or strippers. I think that was a story of Cardi B. They did a movie on that.
I didn't know about
About
that.
drugging men. It's not okay. I got brothers out here. It's not okay. And just know that if you're trying to drug men and there's sisters like me outside, we'll catch you outside.
Catch you outside.
We will catch you.
Catch you.
Yeah, like that's mad. You drugging
Yeah.
men and taking their money. Anyway, sorry.
Gigs,
We digress.
Wretch 32.
Wretch 32.
I know you're gonna pick the other person. I'm
Let's
thinking
see.
of, yeah. Stormzy Chipmunk.
Who did you think it was?
This is different.
Okay.
Who is you? I can't just to make sure that I knew you're gonna pick.
I think I would choose. This might be a shocker, but I might have chosen Stormzy.
Oh no! Hey!
Yeah.
No! I was so wrong.
Yeah,
I spoke to you years ago.
yeah. I do
about
love
Storm-
Chip.
about Stormzy.
Yeah,
and you was not happy with the guy.
Yeah, I'm still not happy. That's what I'm saying. From the outside, I can make my perception and my decision on that person, but I feel like I would sit down with Stormzy not for knowledge, but for understanding. Why did you make certain choices that you made? I'm not a fan of Stormzy's. I don't like none of Stormzy's tune like that. But he had a machine behind him, and then I would like to, because we crossed paths at shows in Trafalgar Square. We was doing the same shows.
Okay.
Yeah. And at that time, he was no one. At that time, I was still pushing. You know what I'm saying? He advanced so quickly that I would like to know how that worked. How did those doors open? If he will be honest, and how he felt. What did he have to sacrifice? That's why I would like to have the dinner with him. It's not for his music. I don't really like none of his stuff. No, I can't name you a tune, to be fair. I don't like actually none of his stuff, but yeah.
Gets Skepta.
Definitely gets.
Bezel versus Muscles
It's Bez.
before dinner.
Yeah, for dinner.
Okay. Bezel, you want it. Muscles, takeaway, bro.
Why? So you're mad, you know.
Michael Jackson, Bob Marley.
I'll give the dinner to Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I resonate with Bob Marley's language, so nothing he's gonna tell me will be surprising. It will just bring everything full circle. So I'll give Michael Jackson the opportunity to speak on changing your color, speak on being famous at 10 or 11.
See, you think different. You see, you're thinking about, because a lot of the time when I ask this question,
Yeah.
I'm thinking about who is the most famous, and you could obviously learn from, but you're thinking about what questions can I ask and what.
Yeah.
No, it's good.
Yeah.
It's good. No, it's a whole different terminology as to what I was thinking, which is good.
Okay.
Which is good. That's what I'm thinking. I wouldn't have thought this is why you'd want to sit down. I think, I don't like that person. That's why I thought you wasn't going to pick
Stormzy. Yeah, because obviously I don't like.
But now, because you said you want to say why you made this decision.
It
makes more sense. Yeah, I hear you. This game, yeah, you
sorry.
my own game. No, it's good.
I messed it up.
No, it's good. No, it's good. It's good.
All right.
Tupac, Biggie.
Definitely Biggie. So take away for Tupac and that. Give me 2 piece. See you later.
Later. 2 piece. And the final one, Beanie Man, Vibes Cartel.
It will be Beanie Man.
Why?
Because you didn't put my favorite artist on there, which would be Bounty Killer.
I'll let you have it again. Beanie Man, Bounty Killer.
Yeah, definitely Bounty Killer.
I see.
Yeah, definitely. But if we're going to do Vibes Cartel and Beanie Man, I'm going to do Beanie Man. Yeah. Vibes Cartel, respect and everything else, but you was bleaching and that.
He's back to normal now.
Yeah. What do you want me to say? Congratulations.
Yeah.
You was that before.
He's come back to us. He's come back. He's literally come back full circle.
You was dark before.
You couldn't afford it in jail, you know what I mean?
And this is what I'm saying, how the game corrupts you. The game, you become a slave to the game. You are not the master. Sometimes you start trying to appease everyone. Be a certain type of way. You don't even know why you're trying to be that certain type of way. And that is the game taking control. Man's bleaching. Why you bleaching? You're a bad man. Bad man don't care.
They don't care in Jamaica.
That's what I'm saying.
Their thing, though.
But I'm glad you hear him now. He's understood it and he's grown. And I have loads of respect for Cartel. I can't lie. I have loads of, but at the same time, yeah.
Well, that sums up everything I wanted to say with Tantrum today. I do want to say thank you for coming today.
No problem.
I appreciate your time.
Yeah, man.
Your efforts to even come down there, because it is quite a bit from where you come from. So I do appreciate you taking the time out to come.
No
if
problem.
there was traffic also. And just look out for new music. She says she's going to be dropping. Obviously, we didn't get a date, a time, but she says she will be dropping.
It will come.
Yeah, so we'll just have to wait. Hopefully, when she does, we can get her back into the studio. She's got time for us and get an update of what has happened and what is going to be going on going forward. And hopefully next time we can get a little freestyle out of her as well, because she didn't come with nothing
I need to
prepared
dip
today.
in the bag and come back. Right now, I've been disconnected. I'm in the corporate world. So, but I'm going to give you guys something fresh as well.
Something fresh. I'm ready
fresh.
for that.
Yeah.
So, that being said, I'm Rippz, and this is RE-VERS. We out.